The blizzard had been raging for 3 standard hours when Marcus Chun spotted the faint glow through the swirling snow. His environmental suit's heating system had failed 2 clicks back, and despite his enhanced human physiology, the sub-zero temperatures of Kepler 442b were starting to bite through his thermal layers. The glow emanated from what appeared to be a traditional dwelling, a dome-shaped structure, made of woven materials that seemed to pulse with bioluminescent warmth. As he approached, a figure emerged from the entrance. She was unmistakably Veltar, one of the indigenous species that had welcomed human colonists to this frozen world with surprising hospitality. "You look cold, human," she said in accent as standard, her large, opalescent eyes reflecting concern. Her pale blue skin had an almost ethereal quality, and her slender frame was wrapped in flowing robes that seemed to shimmer with their own internal heat. "Please, come warm yourself." Marcus hesitated for a moment. The Veltar were known to be peaceful, almost childlike in their innocence and generosity. Their entire culture seemed built around hospitality and communal care. But something in her tone, barely perceptible, made his enhanced human instincts twitch with unease. "I appreciate the offer," he said, stomping snow from his boots as he followed her inside. The interior was surprisingly spacious, with walls that glowed softly and furniture that seemed grown rather than built. The temperature was perfect, not just warm, but precisely calibrated to human comfort. Too precisely. "Sit," she gestured to a cushioned area near what appeared to be a heating element. "I will prepare something to warm you from inside." As she moved to a preparation area, Marcus noted details that hadn't been visible in the storm. Her movements were too fluid, too calculated. The dwelling itself was far more sophisticated than the simple huts other Veltar inhabited. And most telling of all the thermal readings on his suit indicated that the walls weren't just warm. They were actively scanning. She returned with a steaming cup of what looked like herbal tea. "Drink," she said with that same innocent smile. "It will restore your strength." Marcus accepted the cup, but didn't drink. Instead, he activated his suit's chemical analyzer, a standard feature that had saved countless human lives on alien worlds. The results made his blood run cold. The liquid contained a complex cocktail of neurotoxins and paralytic agents, designed specifically for human physiology. "You know," Marcus said conversationally, setting the cup aside, "when humans first arrived, here we ran extensive biological scans on your species. Fascinating results." Her smile faltered slightly. "For instance," he continued, "we discovered that while most Veltar have a body temperature of roughly 15 degrees Celsius, you're running at nearly 37 degrees. Human normal, one might say." The innocent facade began to crack. Her posture shifted, becoming more predatory. "We also found it curious how quickly your people learned our languages, our customs, our weaknesses." Marcus slowly stood, his hand moving to the emergency beacon on his belt, almost as if you'd been studying us for some time. "You humans are more perceptive than we anticipated," she said, her voice losing its musical quality and becoming something harder, more clinical. "Though not perceptive enough, it seems." The walls of the hut suddenly constricted, revealing themselves to be part of some kind of organic trap. Bioluminescent tendrils emerged from the floor and ceiling, reaching for him with obvious hostile intent. But Marcus Chun hadn't survived 3 years of xenobiology fieldwork by being unprepared. As the tendrils lunged, he triggered his suit's emergency protocols. High-intensity UV lights blazed from every surface of his environmental gear, a standard feature designed to sterilize alien pathogens, but equally effective against photosensitive organic matter. The creature that had been masquerading as a Veltar shrieked as the UV radiation hit her. Her disguise dissolved, revealing something far more sinister, a shape-shifting predator with razor-sharp appendages and multiple sets of teeth designed for efficient prey processing. "The real Veltar warned us about your species," Marcus said, backing toward what he hoped was still an exit. "They called you Hollow Ones, mimics that study and consume other intelligent species. They've been hiding from you for generations." The creature lunged, but Marcus was ready. His suit's defensive systems engaged, releasing a cloud of chemical irritants, while electromagnetic fields disrupted the creature's nervous system. As it writhed in apparent agony, he activated his emergency beacon. "Here's something you might not have learned about humans in your research," Marcus said, injecting a combat stimulant that will keep him functional despite the cold. "We don't just survive hostile environments and alien predators. We hunt them back." The rescue team found them 6 hours later. Marcus had managed to subdue the creature using a combination of his suit's defensive systems and some creative applications of human ingenuity involving the hut's own bioluminescent heating system. The captured Hollow One would provide invaluable intelligence about this previously unknown threat. As they flew back to the colony, Marcus reflected on the encounter. The Veltar had been right to fear these creatures, but they made one critical error in their assessment of humans. They'd assumed that human compassion and willingness to help others made them easy prey. They hadn't counted on the fact that those same qualities, combined with human adaptability and technological integration, made them far more dangerous than any predator this world had ever known. The real Veltar were waiting at the colony when they returned, their genuine gratitude, a stark contrast to the predator's false hospitality. Among them was a young female who looked remarkably similar to the Hollow One's disguise. "Thank you," she said in her people's musical language. "We have been hunted by the Hollow Ones for so long, we had forgotten what it meant to fight back." Marcus smiled. "That's what humans do best. We turn the hunters into the hunted." In the distance, the aurora of Kepler 442b painted the sky in brilliant colors, and Marcus couldn't help but think that this frozen world was starting to feel a little more like home.